crazy. S1 introduced me to Jay-Z. Never met my dad, but I met the music that raised me. I know this might go over some heads, but I come from being government fed. Could be running from feds, but now I give the government bread. Cause you playing back the words that I said. I can't believe we made it through. My mama say she ain't surprised, told me that she always knew. My dad ones to the same ones, love to the crew. I told my lady I ain't never met nobody like you. Thank you. Listen, I know God did it, can't take the credit. Paid off all of my debts, but I still feel so indebted. Been all over the world with these songs I wrote. My life story ought to give y'all hope. Without a doubt, I've been doubted and counted out. I've been down for the count, about to quit. Mama told me keep going, cause I was made for this. I either get a scholarship or I could get a hit. I still can't believe I made it. I can't believe we made it through. My mama say she ain't surprised, told me that she always knew. My dad ones to the same ones, love to the crew. I told my lady I ain't never met nobody like you. Thank you. You shine a light on me. 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 Yeah, hey, shine a light on me. You shine a light on me. You shine a light on me. You shine a light on me.
Peace does not come before salvation, and salvation does not come without truth.
I will only tell the truth. I will only tell the truth. Truth.
People wonder, is he woke or just a new slave? Oh, religion, he just covered it with new change. Trapping out the church, he ain't really fake. He divisive, he don't rep the king, he just want the fame. Ah man, now they acting like I'm suddenly political. Told me shut my mouth and get my checks from evangelicals. Boy, my mama raised me on Angela and Eldridge. Chuck Berry made it, but the credit went to Elvis. No, you never knew that. No, you think I'm too black. I just think I'm too real. I grew up on Tupac. You grew up thinking that the Panthers were some terrorists. I grew up hearing how they fed my mama eggs and grits. Crazy, they say you should follow in the steps of King. I say you forgotten how they shot him in the streets. I ain't really changed, it's the same old rebel. Still a radical, I'm passionate, it's just another level. AT told me I should fight back, they don't like that. Just know if you rock the boat, you better have a life raft. BJ told me I should fight back, they don't like that. Just know if you rock the boat, you better have a life raft.
People cannot abide truth. They prefer fantasy over reality. I am for truth no matter who tells it. I'm for justice no matter who it is for or against.
Rose up out the dungeon, I was feeling horny. Now I'm being honey, and I'm on 100. Hit the gas gunning, skip the pass running. Tell them they can bring that if they really want it. I'm on the home team, you just running with the wrong team. Levitating with the heavyweights, boy, you die, need a little protein. Southside up in Yellowstone, had a herringbone and a white tee. Got a 12 pack of that real talk in the trunk, tell them come find me. Draped up, dripped out, covered in the blood. Man, I hang where they cripped out. Sipping on the mud, boy, they swinging, got the whips out. Watch them pop trunk, yeah, I know it's hella dark, but I'm trying to light it up. Now these people swear they own me. Sending out threats, told me keep my mouth shut. Told me be a step and fetch it. I will not oblige to your colonized way of faith. My Messiah died for the world, not just USA. They say Jesus was conservative, tell them that's a lie. No, he not a liberal either if you think I'm choosing side. They say pray you so divisive, shouldn't be a black church. I say do the math, segregation started that first. Hey, you want unity, then read a eulogy. Kill the power that exists up under you and over me. I say you want unity, then read a eulogy. Kill the power that exists up under you and over me. Facts.
So reconciliation or conciliation requires defrauded parties to be made whole, not just apologizing for the offense.
And we are live. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Hack Smarter Live. My name is Tyler Ramsbey. I am your host. And hey, if you're unaware of this, we are live streaming right now to 3 different platforms. So you can watch on LinkedIn, YouTube, or Twitch, whichever platform works best for you. Or you can watch in all 3. That would be a little bit weird. Don't know why you would do that, but you do have the freedom, I guess, to watch in all 3. And today, we are going to dive into some of the new challenge machines on Try Hack Me. There's 2 machines in particular that I haven't got the chance to do due to Advent of Cyber. And they both are about like red team and AV evasion type things. The first machine is called Stealth, which was released right before Advent of Cyber. And the second machine, I'm blanking on the name of it, but it was just released, I think, yesterday, if my memory serves me correct. Doubt we're going to make it through both of them. We'll start Stealth first and see where we end up. And hey, just so you all are aware, I am in the process of getting over a cold. So actually went back and forth whether or not I was going to stream tonight because I don't know how long my voice is going to hold on. But we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see how long we can go. And you might end up just watching me type on my keyboard if I can't talk. But I think I'll be fine. We'll see how we do. So I want to say a special hello to all of you at least joining me in chat right now. We have Dario and Carlos and Default Sec and looks like many others who haven't said anything in chat yet. But yo, thank you all for being here. Carlos said, can we join you with the machines? You might be able to. I'm not sure. I don't know if these are free machines or not. So it depends if you have a Try Hack Me subscription. Let me go ahead. Yeah, now I'm back. I was, why did I have it like, oh, when I was making my video for, well, 2 videos. I made a video about Hack the Box's new season, and I made a video about my CVEs, and when I do that, I hide my face in the corner because I'm just like recording my screen. But here, now I'm back. Hopefully y'all can hear me and see me, and we should be able to dive on into things. So we are going to give Parrot another shot today. I broke my Parrot instance before, so I switched over to Kali. I think I have it fixed now, and I have the latest Parrot, which is pretty cool. And so we'll try Parrot. We'll see how it goes. I like to switch things up. People ask me, do I prefer Parrot or Kali? Neither. I like them both, and actually at work where I do pen testing for my job, I use Ubuntu, and I just installed the tools that I want. So I'm good with any OS that we're going to be using. Here is Try Hack Me. And if we look down at here, so Dodge is the newest room. That's not the one I'm going to do today anyways. I want to do, I think it's called Stealth. And the way we're going to find it is if we go to search right here. One thing I always like to do is I always just sort by newest, and I try to knock out the newest rooms. And you can see Stealth right here. Haven't even looked at it, so if you're new to my live streams or maybe you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, a lot of content creators do rooms ahead of time and then they just like walk you through how they did it. 99% of the time when I'm doing a room, I'm going into it blind. And if I'm not blind, I'll tell you, but like almost all the time I dive into a room blind and I share my struggles, my methodology, my frustrations, and we learn through it together. I'm going to click join room. I can already feel my voice getting messed up from talking, but it'll be fine. Yo, it's a free room. So, hey, you all can join me. So, Carlos, I'm going to drop this link over on YouTube. I'm going to drop this link over on Twitch. And I'm going to drop the link over on LinkedIn. There we go. Make sure I'm not missing anything in chat on LinkedIn. Don't think I am. Okay, cool. So, y'all can do the machine with me. Let's see if we can figure it out together. I haven't even started the machine. I'm guessing it takes a few minutes to start up. But while it starts up, we can get our notes so we can look things over. So it's Stealth. Use your evasion skills to pwn a Windows target. So that makes it a little bit more fun because often it's Linux. So we're going to change it up and learn a little more about Windows enumeration and Prevesc with an updated defense mechanism. I'm guessing that means it has AV installed. Blah, blah. So we're going to, looks like we're going to target port 8080. You can complete the challenge by connecting to VPN containing, okay. So do we actually hack the machine or is it something different since it gives us the port already? I guess we'll find out when it launches. While that does its thing, let's go ahead and get some notes started. We can use, you know, I've been enjoying Cherry Tree. I don't actually know if Cherry Tree is on here. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to fix some Cherry Tree settings real quick. We have time because it'll take a little bit for the machine to boot up. I need to change, let's see, theme Dark background, custom background. Well, okay, dark background, light text. That's fine for a theme. I'll take it. And so we'll call this stealth THM, and we'll get our notes at least started here. And we can actually grab some information here. Here's just, oh, there's not a whole lot to grab. Like there's not a scenario. It's just using evasion skills upon a Windows target. So we won't put anything right there in our scoping sheet, but we have our IP. So I always like to drop the IP in here. So we'll change node properties, and I'll actually just drop the IP here. And although it says it's ready, I always like to give these machines a little bit more time, because sometimes if you scan them too early, it takes the services a few minutes to start up. I know that from making my own try-hacking machines, and you might miss something in the process. So we'll give it a second. In the meantime, we'll save it. Well, I'm not even on the VPN, so that might be a good starting point as well. So we'll call this tab VPN, sudo openvpn Tenebrae. Okay, I think we're good. And we are. And here is our IP. We'll just drop that in note real quick. Okay, I think we've given it enough time. Let's go ahead and grab the IP for the machine, and we'll do sudo nano etc host. If you've never seen that before, etc host is just how the Parrot or Kali or really any Linux machine knows how to resolve the IP to the name. So rather than remembering the IP every time we do it, I like to put in etc host. You just copy and paste the IP in there, hit the tab key to jump over here, and we'll call it stealth.thm. And now we can hit it this way, although, oh, so it does ping. Often when like Windows Firewall is active, it will ignore ping by default, but I can see it's actually responding to our ping. But we have the machine there. So it says to begin on port 8080, but just to cover all of our bases, let's do a full mmap scan on this machine and see what might be open. THM. I'm not going to do any enumeration of the ports yet. Also, that's what I mean. It says it sees it's down because it's blocking our ping probes. You'll often encounter that on a Windows machine. The way you overcome that is -PN. That means ignore host discovery. Just assume the host is up, and then it will scan. You can see we have RDP open, we have SMB open, we have port 8080 open. That says that's where we're supposed to start. We'll actually call this mmap full, and I'm opening a new tab. We'll call this one terminal, and I want to just scan those couple of ports that are open, and we'll do some enumeration on them. So do mmap-p, and we had, what was it, 139.445, 139.445, 3389, I should say, for RDP, and just 8080, right? 8080-A just means they're all the enumeration scripts at it. We RKB noisy, -V for verbose mode, and then PN to ignore host discovery. And then we'll copy that into our notes. It shouldn't take long, and then we'll spend some time really digging in and seeing what we can figure out. For those of you in the chat, let me know if anyone is doing this with me. Would love to know if you're hacking alongside of me, or if you've already done this room and what you think of it. I don't want any spoilers though, so just to be clear, I will get stuck probably, but I don't want a spoiler right when I get stuck. The way I use walkthroughs is once we're truly stuck for quite a while and I can't figure anything else out, we'll look at a walkthrough just until we're no longer stuck and then jump back into it ourselves. I don't think walkthroughs are bad. I actually think they're good to look at if you use them rightly, but I don't want us to spoil the machine before we're truly stuck on it. I have to put on my hoodie. You can't hack without your hood up, so black hoodie on, right? All right, so 1ZZ5RR5. I don't even know how to say your name. It's too late. Lizera said they already did it. The Flame said I am, as in they're doing it. Cool. Well, let's. Carlos said me too. All right, sweet. Well, we can all work through this together. The way I like to do my notes is we'll grab this full thing right here, and we will drop it in a cherry tree. What I really like about cherry tree, y'all, is this. if you highlight the text and do Control-Alt-C on your keyboard, you can do syntax highlighting, and then it makes it look a little bit nicer. And then we'll separate these out, and we'll actually make new tabs for each one of these services. So I'm going to move SMB actually up here because it goes with those ports, and we'll copy that. And then Control-Shift-N will make a sub cherry. I don't know if that's the right word, but we'll go with it. And we'll say 139.445, and we'll paste that in. So as we enumerate that, we'll stay on that page. We have RDP. So we will copy RDP. Copy that in right there. And then we have port 80 right here, or 8080, I should say. Okay, and we could begin with SMB, but it says to begin on port 8080, so this is where we're going to begin. And let's go ahead and make ourselves a to-do list of things that we should check. DIY Sex said, where are you from, man? I am from the great state of South Dakota in the United States, where nobody lives more cows than people. Zach said, what up, Tyler? I'm slightly afraid of you right now. You have the hoodie up. Better watch out, dude. You can't hack without the hoodie. We're not blue team today. My last live stream, we did blue team. We hunted down the hacker. We are the hacker now. Terrafop said, hi, I'm late. All good. We're just getting started. Welcome, welcome. For those of you who missed my intro, I am in the process of getting over a cold. So when I woke up this morning, I wasn't planning on streaming because I couldn't talk very well. I kind of have my voice. We'll see how long it hangs on with us. But let's go ahead and make our to-do list. So if we're enumerating a web server, there's a few things I always like to do. One is we'll do GoBuster, checking for directories. Two is we'll use FFUF for vhost. I've noticed FFUF works better for vhost than GoBuster, but I always forget the syntax. So I actually wrote a script for the syntax. I'll show that script to you guys. It's in my GitHub. I'll share it with you. So we'll check for vhost that way. So GoBuster directories, FFUF for vhost. We'll do Nicto for a very basic web vuln scan on it. And we'll check the source code. We'll check like simple things like robots.txt. And that should be a pretty good starting point for our enumeration as we get going. Zach said, since you have your OSCP, are you thinking about getting your OSEE? No, because I hate OffSec. I'm going to get my YouTube ban. Actually, I'm not. I was so frustrated with OffSec when I was doing the OSCP that I made a rap song, diss song about them to express my anger. I get like they're the gold standard in the industry, and I'm happy I have the OSCP, but I do not like OffSec as an organization. So if anyone's watching this and they're offended by that, that sucks. My stream, I say what I want. So I am not getting in. I have heard, to be fair, I have heard their upper level certifications are a lot more relevant than like the OSCP, which is very much like a CTF and less like a real life pen test. But even then, I can't get over my hate towards OffSec and all that. So I'm not taking any more of their certs. I have lifetime banned myself from OffSec. We'll see if it comes back to bite me, but I doubt it. YZR said, what was the hotkey for text highlighting in Cherry Tree? It is Control-Alt-C. So Control-Alt-C, and then you can pick like what you're highlighting. Okay, let's go ahead and do some of this, and we can even throw this to the side, get terminal brought up right here, and let's start some of this. This is going to be our GoBuster tab. So our GoBuster syntax is GoBuster, which should be on parrot, right? Okay, cool. GoBuster, dir, I think, right? Okay. GoBuster, dir. Is it? Geez, I'm blanking now that I'm on stream, guys. I use GoBuster all the time, but y'all are making me nervous. I know it's W for word list. how do we specify our target again on GoBuster? URL. Yeah, guys, I don't know. GoBuster dir u. We'll do this, and it's stealth.thm, and then W for wordless user share wordless. What do we have on this page? Do we have seclist? No. Okay. Do we have? Okay, we have dirbuster. That works. Directory list 2.3 medium. What up, Rogue 11? Good to have you here. Unable to connect. Oh, we need to do port 8080. So let's jump back. Just remember, we're targeting port 8080, not just port 80. There, that should work now. All right, we got GoBuster going. Let's start our next one, which is FFUF for vhost. And I'll show you guys my script because I don't think it's on this machine. If you go to github.com, Tenebrae 93, that's my GitHub, offensive security. It's a very simple script, guys, but I always, and I mean I always forget the syntax to use FFUF and to fuzz for vhost, and it always takes me like freaking 10 minutes to figure out what I'm doing. So I wrote this simple script so that people like me won't keep forgetting the syntax. So super easy to use. We'll go ahead and just copy that. And I do need to go to cd, try hack me, make directory for stealth. You can save it to your path. For now, we'll just put it here, vhost fuzzer.sh. Copy it in there, make it executable. And now if we do this, you can see how to do it. We put in our domain, word list, URL, and the FS filter. I'll show you what that is. We'll just put a value in there at first, and I'll show you how we adjust that. Our nose pulled back up. So we'll do our vhost fuzzer. Our domain is stealth.thm. Our word list is user share wordless dirbuster directory list 2.3 medium. And our URL is http stealth.thm 8080. And then our FS filter we'll just call 1 for now. What? FFUF isn't on here? Are you serious? How does parent not have FFUF by default? I'm offended. Let's just install it real quick. Oh man, I'm missing a lot in chat. Fernando said, hello everyone. Hello Tyler. Hey guys, let's hit the like button to help with the YouTube SEO. Thanks, my friend. I'm terrible at like telling people to subscribe and stuff. Oh, come on. What is going on here? All right, we're going to switch over to Cali probably. Tyler, do you have any fun projects this year with your channel that's outside the norm of what you do? I don't know, dude. I don't plan my videos. It's whatever comes to mind. The Hack the Box season stuff I think is going to be a lot of fun, but I won't be streaming it. Did I forget? No, I sudoed. Oh, who cares? All right, FFUF is installed. YOLO. I don't care what the error was. Okay, so that FS size is this size right here. It's how we know the page or the vhost doesn't exist. So that FS size, we just need to change to 2140. And there we go. Now we're fuzzing for vhost. Off to the races. Let's go ahead and get Nikto going. Nikto-H, I believe, is the syntax. Stealth.thm 8080. Okay. That should be good. And now, you know what? I don't know if it's on here. Do we have Kato? Okay, we're going to go install Kato as well. I'll show you guys Kato. Kato is sort of like Burp Suite, but doesn't rate limit you. The community edition of Burp Suite really rate limits on some attacks. So before we even start digging into stuff, let's get Kato installed on this machine. I am going to go ahead and just show my face for a second while I log into my Kato account. And give me a moment, my friends. All right, here we go. We are in Kato. We will go ahead and download our CLI Linux. Save it to download. Oh, I already have Kato on here. Hold up. Let's see. Maybe I already have Kato configured. Oh, look. We already have Kato. We good. Beautiful. There's an update available. We'll ignore it for now. We'll just do CTF for our project. Okay. All right. Now we can check out the website. Oh, interesting. So we have to bypass, we have to do some PowerShell evasion. We'll have to figure out how this works. This will be rough for me. Looking over at chat. Carl said, what is the box again? I fired up my Kali. It is called Stealth on Try Hack Me. Terrafop said, I fixed my drag and drop issue with Kali. Had to switch the boot setup. Oh, gotcha. Glad it's working. And then over on Twitch, so how is Hack the Box going to work? We're going to do it all together. Good question. So first, if you're not part of the Work Smarter Discord, join, because that's where everything's going to happen. I cannot live stream active machines on Hack the Box, as against their terms of use. And although some people do it, I don't want to be that person. So the way we're going to do that is at least once a week. I'll let you know as it gets closer next week what day we're going to do it. But it'll be around this time, and I'll just hang out in the voice channel in Discord. And then whoever wants to join, we'll just begin working through one of the active machines together. I'll share my screen. Anyone else is welcome to share their screen. And we'll just kind of hack. And when we find cool stuff, we'll share it with each other. And even throughout the week, outside of that time, in the Work Smarter Discord, there's a whole channel called Hack Smarter. As you're working on that seasonal machine for that week, drop things that you find in there. Now, I will say don't drop full spoilers, but you can. Honestly, we're working as a team. So if you find the initial way in, feel free to drop that in Discord. I just ask that you do the spoil tags around it so people only see it if they click it, if they want the spoiler there. But surely, I want us to work as a team. So anything and everything you find as we work through those seasonal machines, let's drop it there. Let's work together. Let's see how many of those seasonal machines we can solve together. So in summary, I'll hang out in Discord probably a few evenings a week working on the machines. But even if you're not hanging out with me, just drop as you progress in there, and let's hack the planet together. The Flame said, I'm just trying to get something executed for now. Output sent nothing back. All right, so I'm guessing we're not called to bypass the file upload process. It probably really does only take PowerShell. So let's just go like this. Let's get something that's clearly malicious, and I just want to see what it thinks of it. So we'll grab this, right? This is clearly malicious PowerShell, and we'll go. Let's just upload this. First, I want to see what the upload process looks like in Kato. And so we'll browse. Actually, let's turn on Foxy Proxy for Kato. And now we'll browse, go to Home, try Hack Me, Stealth. Okay. So before it does anything, JavaScript just says file uploaded successfully. So it actually hasn't uploaded successfully. So just to keep that in mind, if you get that message, it doesn't mean it really did upload, because we can see the request here. I haven't actually sent it through. So we're just doing a very simple post request to the endpoint and sending in that right there. I'm going to send this over to replay so we can see what it does, and then we'll forward this. Seems legitimate. Well, it definitely wasn't. That was definitely a malicious script. It says wait 4 to 6 seconds while the script is being analyzed. Oh, so if there's a 3-second delay, it says file uploaded successfully after 3 seconds. Zach said, what's your specs on your computer? So my personal computer, which is this one, this is made for gaming. So like my graphic card and stuff is beast, yo. But I only have like 16 gigs of RAM and a terabyte hard drive. But I usually use this computer for gaming. And then for streaming, my work computer has like an i9 and 32 gigs of RAM. That's the one that's a little more powerful. And that's the one that I run like just straight Ubuntu. So it's much faster than Windows. It's crazy fast. Is this supposed to say something? So it didn't do anything. Maybe it's a rabbit hole, guys. Let's see what we have here. Oh, can we actually access what we upload? No, we can't. Okay. Examples 503. Uploads just redirects to that. Okay, nothing interesting there. Nothing interesting in the vhost. Nicto, that's an updated version of Apache, somewhat updated PHP. I think a little bit out of date, but not much. No. Oh, hey, Kay. We have some other ports open. Well, this is like WinRM. What are these ports? Whoops. I don't want to see walkthroughs. Oh, I thought you could get cross-site scripting because it was reflecting it out. That wouldn't be the machine. But I always like to check for that. This is the PowerShell script analyzer. Okay, well we have 8443 just seems to be the same as 8080, but curious about that. Okay. Well, maybe it just runs a script right away. Carlos said, "Did you get anything back, Fuzzy?" Nothing yet. Maybe a script that will ping you. I'm trying to just get PowerShell version. Nothing. I bet it's code execution. It probably runs a script. Yeah, it might be blind code execution. I thought we'd have to bypass something, you know, hence like the evasion part of it. So I thought like that's what we're doing here, but maybe just a straight reverse shell would work. Let's just give it a shot. Try hack me, cd stealth. And we need to update it with our IP. Oh, what the heck? Okay. I can't use that key. All right, we'll use mouse pad. What? Pluma? Is that what Parrot uses? Okay, fine. Pluma works just fine. All right, let's listen on port 80. Yeah, they both said dev mode neverwhere. This is interesting to me. Like, uploads is there, but we can't access it. But that would, if we could access our uploads. Whoa. All right, something's bugging out here. Oh no, maybe it's fine. I don't think it's going to be vhost. We're going to close that out. Nicto's not helpful either. And we're not getting any hits here. This is strange to me. Now, one other thing I notice. Does it really only accept PowerShell? Because I notice this. I notice we have SMB running. It's not AD. So that probably wouldn't make sense. I was thinking if we uploaded like NTLM theft, like a file on there, and ran responder, if we could get a hit, but that wouldn't really make sense with how the machine is set up. Because then technically we would get it. Well, let me just look at NTLM theft real quick. Let's just do NTLM theft. Server. Like, what if we upload this? Okay, I see you. So maybe it's just obfuscating the PowerShell stuff. Maybe I should go to the right port too. How is it checking our file? It didn't really upload. Okay, so it's just checking to see if PS1's on the end of it. Have you tried to invoke PowerShell TCP.ps1 yet? Nope. I haven't tried a whole lot. Just trying to figure out what exactly, like, I want to make sure this isn't a rabbit hole as we try to obfuscate PowerShell, but I'm guessing that is the end goal for initial access. Just for fun, let's try. Okay, so there's no anonymous log on an SMB client, and that's really all that was running, right? That's not going to do anything. Okay, so let's do a non-malicious PowerShell script. I'm not logged into ChatGPT. 1 second, y'all. Let me log in on here. Have you guys checked out Copilot by Microsoft or Bing Chat? It's now called Bing Chat. I've noticed Bing Chat's a lot more helpful at if you want to do malicious stuff. It doesn't tell you I'm an AI trained language model, so I can't have fun. You'd be like, oh, you wanna hack the government? Let me help you. Not really, NSA. I don't really hack the government. I promise. All right, I'm almost back to share my screen, y'all. What is this light mode crap? All right, 1 second. I don't like this light mode. How do I do dark mode? Hurting my eyes. Oh well. See if we can do like invoke web request. You could just do invoke web request, but okay. I like their very complicated way of doing it. It's technically downloading the... Oh, look at that. Okay, we have code execution. So we know it's actually running the code. So let's actually make note of that for our notes. So here is our download script. Where's H1? Oh, there we go. So there's what we technically got code execution on. There we go. Code execution. Oh gosh, I hate this. How do I fix this on my Ubuntu machine? I don't like it when it freaking leaves it highlighted. Hold up. I need to figure out how to fix that. Is it that? Nope. There's a way to turn that off. Okay, I won't try forever, but that does drive me crazy. Maybe it's that. There we go. Now it's not doing that dumb thing. Okay, so we know that this is downloading files. Okay. So maybe if we just obfuscate a crazy reverse shell, that would work. Otherwise, can we download and execute a malicious file with PowerShell? I'm not that awesome at much, but I'm definitely not that awesome at PowerShell. I understand the basics. But, you know, like in Bash, you can download a Bash script and then pipe out and execute it all in the same line. Can you do that with PowerShell? I forgot that I had this built in. Zero X Clay said I can share a nice script for my notes in this box. Hold up, I might need your script, but not yet. We'll struggle our way through it. Behind the Mark said Happy New Year, Tyler. Happy New Year, my friend. I need to make sure I'm not ignoring LinkedIn. If anyone's commenting on LinkedIn, LinkedIn doesn't show me comments unless I refresh it, so I apologize. Okay, so something like this. It's possible to download a script with PowerShell and execute it in the same PowerShell script. You can use invoke web request to download the script and then use invoke expression or the call operator to execute the script. Word. So if I do like oh my gosh, why freaking God. For some reason, I can't do the right shortcuts in Nano on freaking Parrot. I don't know why. Okay. Not HTTPS. We actually need to update, though, our shell file. Because right now it's doing port 80. Do 443 on that. Okay, we don't need that anymore. Okay, so this should download our file, our shell file, bring it, and then execute it, depending on how it's evaluating if it's safe. I don't know if this will work or not, but freaking YOLO, bruh. And save, minimize, PowerShell, browse. It got it. I'm kind of afraid to look at the other tab. Nothing. Overgrown Carrot said, just start it up. Let's do this. Let's do it, dude. Okay, so it is realizing this needs to go away. Go away. Go away. Thank you. It's realizing that this is safe, but it doesn't want to invoke our file. But what if we have it here? Let's look at, I know there's some tools that obfuscate PowerShell, And actually, I believe these tools are in the red team pathway. Let me find them real quick. If we do learn red teaming, let's check that out. Here we go, PowerShell stuff. So maybe you could downgrade. Do we have PowerShell on here? Okay, we do a PowerShell, cool. Or what if we use the PowerShell to download a reverse shell written in Nim that I know will bypass evader or defender and then execute that? Is that possible? Okay, hold up. This might be promising, because I heard of this guy. All right, hear me out here. I heard of this guy who has a YouTube channel. This guy who has a YouTube channel came out the video about a Nim reverse shell that bypasses defender. Don't know if you guys ever heard of him before, but and he posted a link to the GitHub that did it. But I remember there was some things you had to do, and I actually explained what they were in the video, but now I don't remember what they were. Let's go back to that video of that guy who made that video. Hector said hit like. I already liked it apparently. All right, Tyler. Those are the prerequisites. All right, thanks, Tyler, dude. You're such a nice guy. Appreciate it, my friend. This works in my head. Oh, Neverwhere dropped it. Dude, Neverwhere, you're the beast, bruh. Install nim. Okay, yeah, so you typed it out too. You probably just beat me to it. Thank you. Thank you for the syntax over there for my video. See, my videos are just me documenting stuff so I can rewatch my videos when I forget how to do things. Might take a little bit to download. That's fine. But guys, this works in my head. All right, someone tell me why this won't work. If our .exe binary bypasses Defender and our PowerShell script just downloads that binary from our machine and runs it, it doesn't see anything malicious and we should get a reverse shell. Works in my head. Will it work in real life? If it won't run start process, it won't work. Good point. I don't know how to check that. We'll just give it a shot. Either way, I need this on this parent machine so that I can write sweet exploits. I don't know if we could push the reg change to disable Defender because that would require administrator permissions. I doubt this is running as administrator. We are what? 10.13.4234. 443 is where I'm listening. All right, back to my video. Beautiful. So that calculator.exe right now bypasses Defender. Now, it's kind of a two-part payload here. So now we have to go back to download.ps1. And what was... Let's just try this. You know, what we could do, let's do another request at the end so we know it's done. And we'll just call this. So then we'll get that one. Hopefully it will go through here and it will run this. And we know if it hits test.txt, then hopefully it executed the rest of it, right? That's going to be my very ghetto way of problem solving. So we'll call that URL2. And we should be able to just do this. Something like that. All right, web server's listening on port 80. That's listening there. That should have our calculator.exe, right? Yeah, there it is. All right. Fingers crossed. Okay. No, I don't have it. That works in my head. Why doesn't that work? Okay, maybe it's like... Can you get out of here, you freaking virtual machine crap? I don't want to see you. Gosh, that works in my head. Almost want to... I don't have a Windows VM on this computer, but I almost want to boot up my own Windows VM. The execute command probably drops an error message. You could put it after the get request as path. I'm not quite sure how to do that. You put it as the get request. Oh, put it as the get request. I see what you're saying. How would we grab the error message, though? Would something like this work? No, this is kind of crazy, but... The flame just got it? Dude, you got past this first part? Am I way in a rabbit hole here? Maybe you should have found a full path instead of a variable? Yeah, I mean, what do we have to lose? Not the same way, though. Let me know if you want another method. All right, let me keep playing with my weird binary and see what happens. Let's try this. Start process file. That's going to automatically go to ctemp. All right, let's try this. See what happens. I got a different error. Connection reset by peer. Oh, good word. Good word, neverwhere. I think you're right. Oh, why do I have an error there? I didn't want error there. I didn't actually want that there right now. I want this here. I forgot that I added that. Well, it still resets. What port is the NIM exe trying to connect to? 443. I think. Four, 4, 3. Yeah, it's open technically. If we do something like so I think this should store, I just want to see what directory we're in. I want to see if we can even do this. Like, can I do code execution and then pipe it out back to myself with a parameter? I know that's very strange. It actually worked. Oh my goodness. You guys see that? Program files, tools, users, windows. Bruh, I could just like enumerate the machine through HTTP requests. That's cool. I totally did not expect that to work. Very interesting. So what if I hold up, what's in temp? Right? What if we check temp? What's in temp here? Is our shell in temp? No, okay, so we have nothing in temp. Okay. Okay, I got you. How about what's in users? This has to be the most ghetto way anyone has attempted to solve this machine. Administrator, evader, and public. Okay, okay. I got you. All right, so what's an evader? Okay, we got objects, contacts, desktop, documents. Can I get a flag this way? I need to see the walk-ups. I need to see if anyone has done it this way. I hope I'm unique in the very strange way that I'm doing this. I see a flag. Encoded flag. So the flag's encoded. Okay. This is hilarious. How do I, is it right? Freak, what's the LS of PowerShell? Right host. I mean the cat. Get content. I totally don't even care if this isn't the intended way. This is the coolest way to do this machine. Oh, is it a... Okay. The frick. So this is like encoded flag certificate. Okay, whatever. Doesn't work. Maybe it's because I'm on Windows. No, this the flame. Did you get it? This is base 64, right? Why is CyberChef not doing it? Oh. You can get the flag by visiting this link. Word. I got you. I'm definitely going to get the flag, guys, by freaking invoke web requesting the ls catting out to my Python web server. I should get an award for the coolest way of getting the first flag on this machine. Should I not? I think I should. That's not the flag. You can get the flag by visiting this link. No, you can't. You can get the flag by visiting this link. But you can't. Okay. Okay. You wanna play that? You wanna play that game, bro? We can do that. Do I just need to use the IP? If it doesn't give it this way, guys, I have full file read with my weird freaking Python web server. I'll just go to the web server on the machine and go to that PHP file and read the flag that way. There's many ways you can skin a cat, they say. That doesn't work. Okay. Well, I think I know where this file's at. So if we go, let's make this a little more efficient for ourselves. So what we're going to do, in my very elite hackering way, oh, we don't want that request. Okay. Now that we have this, we want to do just get child item, right? Apache, CGI bin, PHP my admin. Okay, here's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. This is what we're going to be able to find some stuff. Okay, so let's check out Apache. Bin, config, error, icons, include, lib, log, manual modules, scripts, about, uninstall, changes, conf, maybe conf. Extras, original, SSL search, SSL key, HTTP conf. And this would be, don't do that. Get content. Okay, there's nothing there. My phone's telling me to stream on Twitch. Good thing I'm already here. Do we know? It's Apache. No, I can't. Can you access the web page, Flame? Is it just something broken on my end, dude? Am I doing too much work for this? It's just broken on my end? Why the frick is it only broken on my end? I'm the one who found the flag the cool way. For real. I'm just curling it then. Oh. Hey, seems like you've uploaded invalid file. Blue team has been alerted. Hint, maybe removing the log files or file uploads can help. I want to find the flag my way. What's the hold up. I'll come back to this. I want to see if I can solve this in an unintended way. Okay. So, I mean, if this way... Oh, it is intended? This way... If we don't do it this way, basically we could use PowerShell to delete the logs, I think. And then go to that PHP thing, and I'm guessing the flag would be there. Is that correct, the Flame? Is that all you did? Delete the logs and go to that same page, and because it's PHP, it's generating the script based on... It's just checking, are the logs there? And if yes, here's the flag. Okay, well, we're going to do it this weird way first. And if I can't figure out how to do it this way, I'll do it the proper way. Just do this. Okay, my way's not looking very good right now. Does not like... And I see program files there. Okay, maybe I have to do it the right way. Well, all right. Let's try it the right way. I'm trying to think of a different way of doing it, but let's just do it this way. So removing the log files for file uploads can help. Over in Karis, I'm getting a lot of buffering, so if I don't say anything, I'm not ignoring you. That's fine. So first of all, I don't know if the creator of the room, the machine, will watch this. Although this is more of like a CTF-y type thing, which I'm usually not a fan of, I've really enjoyed this and just the roundabout way of what I learned with this weird PowerShell tactic of basically stealing information from here. Oh, Clay, you got uploads there? All right, dude, let's check out. I'll check out that file real quick. So he's saying, let's check that out. Oh, I see. Oh, so we got download PS1, download 2, hello, index.php, log. There's our log. Log.txt. We have our index.php right there. Totally safe. So it would just be deleting this, which in PowerShell, is it like remove child item? Believe it or not, guys, I used to use PowerShell a lot before I was a pen tester because I worked on the blue team, and I did a lot of stuff with the SCCM, which required PowerShell, but I just don't use it much now. Remove item, that's what it is. Okay. So if we do remove item, log.txt, we probably won't get any output here. Yeah, didn't think we'd get any output. There's the flag. Interesting. All right. We got the user level flag. Now to get the root flag. We can see, I mean, this should actually be pretty easy because we can see our files that we uploaded here. We should be able to just execute them, I would think, right? So, what was the syntax for that? If I go over to assistant here, invoke expression. What if I do this? I don't remember which one that is though. Well, let's try to invoke one of my download ones to see if it works. I don't think that did. I think it must have errored out there. Over in Carrot said, here's what he did. All right, let's check it out, dude. Okay, got. Oh, so this is what you did initially. So overgrown carrot, did you get a reverse shell right away when you did this then? I take it. If my PowerShell didn't suck, it'd be a lot easier. I'll use Hoax Shell. Nice. That makes sense. Let me try Hoax Shell. Whoops. Did you use one of these, or did you have to go use the new ones? Here, I'm gonna use one of the new ones through the standalone listener. Oh, what's going on here? Look at all these GET requests. I broke it. Oh, that's not what I want to do. The frick? Okay, here we go. Now, if I remember how this all works, if we go to our standalone listener, we want to do one of these PowerShell ones. So we'll do this, and we do type. Can we do a different port? I know we can. What's the syntax? Port. Okay, I'll do it that way. Oh, I'm missing the chat, y'all. The Get Reverse Shell automatically obfuscate for you has a Hoax Shell tab. Oh yeah, I usually don't use rev shells. I don't know why. I always do it this weird manual way. I should use rev shells. It's probably a lot faster and a lot easier. But here would be our script right here. I'm just gonna change my download 2 to that. Did I get out of the page? Apparently that's not going to work. Maybe it was a different payload I need to use. Let's try this one. Come on, don't do that, VirtualBox. Yo, what up, Ray to 15? Thanks for coming, my friends. We're doing some PowerShell obfuscation type craziness. I did use the Hoax Shell listener, y'all. See? Listeners right here. That's what I was using. Let's try this way. And so if we do get... Look at that. That's pretty sweet. Let's copy that. Paste that in, and let's try to upload that and see if we get a shell. If not, it might be my port. That's the issue. Here we go. Yes. Oh, I have a connection. There we go. We got a shell. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, I already got the user flag through my very weird HTTP web method, but now we have an actual shell to work with. I need to hold up. I need to save this like somewhere. That PowerShell stuff. This is a sweet script, y'all. How well does this work against actual Windows Defender? Do you know, Overgrown Carrot? I want to try this out against Defender. I'm guessing Defender will catch it, but I'm curious. Let's just save this. I need to check that out later. Maybe I'll make a video on it. But that was sweet how that worked. Now we can see what we all have going on here. So users. So we can't do any sweet potato attacks, it appears. I'm just going to say I'm administrator already. Okay, that's strange. Okay, so our one fake flag was right there, our encoded flag, but we got that figured out. What else? Do we have anything in public? Probably not. Nothing interesting, I'm sure. What software do we have installed? Well, let's look, what version of Windows are we running? 2019. Okay. You know, guys, although I'm getting over a cold, that hasn't been terrible. Hopefully I don't sound too stuffed up to you guys, but I haven't coughed into the microphone, so I'm going to count that as a win for today. Nothing really out of the ordinary. We have those two bad scripts, which might be interesting, but we'll ignore those for now. And so what I'm checking here, for those of you who might be new, often on a Windows machine, there'll be like some uncommon software installed that might have some known local privilege escalation enabled. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm just checking installed files before I do anything else real crazy to see if there's anything interesting installed, because we might be able to get things there. Is Defender running? I don't remember the syntax. I'm assuming Defender is on if this is all about like evasion. What up, Evan? Broke my shell. Oh, here we go. It is enabled. Okay, so we're not going to be able to run. We're not going to be able to run things like WinPeas, I don't think. Oh, we have InMap and SOCAT. Oh, Overgrown Carrot, I was just asking you, the PowerShell obfuscation you sent me, first, it worked beautifully, so thank you. Second, does that work like presently against updated Defender to get a shell on? I'm just curious. I'm going to find out after the stream. But I have a Windows machine on my work computer I actually use for pen testing, like AD. I don't have one spun up on this computer. I don't like sharing my host system. Why do we have Nmap and ZenMap and stuff on here? That's interesting. Do we have Python installed? What's Evader's password? We don't have his password, do we? I thought I updated his password. No, that didn't work. We get RDP access, that'd be cool. Let's go to so, you know, a lot of these we're not going to be able to run because of Defender. Nope, nothing interesting. Let's check PowerShell history. I guess let's try all these. Maybe we can't. Huh. I didn't see transcripts. Can't check that. think it's going to be that. We could check always install elevated. Nothing. And I don't believe these are like enabled at all by default, so that standard output is getting nothing. It's creating MSIs, which we can't do. We'd only want to create MSIs if auto install elevated is on. Has 10. How do I read it? Oh, system is the only user that can do it. Okay, never mind. That's not helpful. Yeah, I already did that stuff. Home folders, password policy, clipboard content. I don't think that's going to be it. That'd be cool, I guess. No, geez, I'm striking out. We could check for unquoted service paths. Although I didn't see any odd files installed. Right, like we'd see other files installed if it's unquoted service paths, because it would be obvious, like, hey, this isn't usually installed on Windows. The creator of the machine probably installed it for that purpose. I already checked what was installed. Jeez, what the frick? Maybe we need to do some credential hunting. This is just the index.php. Okay. Oh, guys, we need to make sure our machine doesn't die. 23 minutes left. How long have I been going? Hour and 40 minutes. Stuck on privilege escalation. Those are all those files. Passwords.txt? What? Those are just default things. So let's check out Apache again. We'll check out each one of these folders. Can I modify this file and get to run as root? Ooh, I can write to this? Could I just write my own http.conf? No, it wouldn't run as root. I'm on Windows. I don't think it works the same way on Windows. Maybe it does. I don't know. But if we can write to that, that might be a way. What else can I write to? Has anyone rooted the machine yet? I might end up having to look at a walkthrough. We're at 2 hours. Kind of sick of staring at my screen. Oh no, this is me. You guys see all this stuff? That's from my GoBuster scan. And the reason I know that is my little script I wrote puts pen test as a HTTP header. So that's definitely not gonna help us, and I just killed my shell because I'm smart, obviously. Overgrown Carrot, have you rooted it yet, dude? What's this task? Did I not look at this? Is that my file? Oh, this is just populating stuff. Man, I'm not sure, Privesk. No, we don't have SE impersonator privilege. See? You found the Privesk? I responded to you in the chat since you said it's buffering. I feel like the Privesk. Oh, EFS. Frick is I've never even used EFS potato. What is EFS potato? Okay, first I need to understand what is this? Does Hacktrix have any information about it? So it's a type of potato attack. Don't you need SE impersonate privilege? And we don't have that, or is this something else? Let's just read about it. I don't just want like okay, gotcha. That makes sense, Overgrown Carrot. So you do need impersonate privileges. another PHP reverse shell on a web server. So on Apache, let me, is that what this was? Okay, so Apache's there. And I noticed I had write access to this. No, this is Apache. I don't think I understand. Can I write to that? Can I just write a web shell here? Maybe that is what I need to do. Okay, let me. XAMPP is being run by Evader. Aren't I Evader? I am the Evader user. Overgrown Carrot says, so we can from our reverse shell upload a Windows PHP rev shell. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I'm doing the right thing. Okay, cool. This is going to get all freaking screwed up in the encoding, though. So let's just go like this. Oh, shoot. I still have a... That's still broken. Did that not? Oh. Oh, let's just do a reverse shell. What am I doing with my life, guys? I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. We can use a very simple pentest monkey reverse shell, I think. And then just execute it in my head. So if we do like That's right, I forgot Nano's broken. Do 10.134234. Gosh dang it. Freaking get next to each other. Oh, what? You guys see, I didn't even upload a freaking file last time. Gosh, dude, I'm so late. I at least uploaded it at that time. Oh, I need to change it so it's Windows. Right? Alright, this should work. It even encodes it, even though it's not needed anymore. Oh my goodness. Last time, 10.134234, 1338. When you save as. Okay. I think I'm almost there. 10.134234, 8,000. Yeah, the Flame, I agree with you. I'm very confused why we have to re-upload a shell to get the same user with more privileges. Like, can someone smarter than me explain when you'd actually do that in the real world, where you would, where you'd re-upload another shell to get the same exact user, but that user has the SE impersonate privilege? Is it something with like UAC? Like, are we bypassing UAC by doing this weird shell thing? Or does anyone understand why we're doing it that way? You can or you can't explain that, Overgrown Carrot? You said I can explain that. Did you forget the T? Flame said even the walkthrough doesn't explain. We're supposed to get the priv of evader, which gives SE change notify privilege. Then it's only upload a shell? Strange. I wonder why it's like that. I'm going to do some research on it, but first I need to figure out why the frick I can't get another reverse shell out of my own stupidity. 34, 8,000 shell. So sure enough, on the second shell, there is impersonate privilege. Why? You guys see that? So, I mean, what's the difference? Who am I? Host, evader, right? We're the same exact user. Okay, Overgrown Carrot said, so when the first user did it, he was running the script on PowerShell, correct? So he did not need the impersonate privilege. However, since he is also the same user that can mess with the XMAP, he actually does need it at the time, but will not be granted those privs unless it comes from the website. This is a security thing on Windows, as I understand it. Interesting. I knew nothing about that. Oh, I tried to do a Windows reverse shell. Well, first I did Linux, then I did Windows, but it didn't work. So now I just have a web shell. So interesting. So then with this privilege, we should be able to do any type of, we could do like God Potato. Kevin DeLuca said, ever heard about Occupy the Web? If so, any thoughts? You know, I've only seen them on David Bombal. I'm sure they're good. I don't have thoughts on them. The only thing I don't like is like, so David Bombal seems like a cool dude, but when he interviews them, he calls them like, here, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Hold up. I crack up each time I see this. He always calls him a master hacker, which sounds like the corniest freaking thing I heard in my life. Because if you go to Reddit master hacker, it's a whole Reddit about like just making fun of people who call themselves master hackers. So if you're calling yourself a master hacker, that's just strange. But I don't know if Occupy the Web calls themselves that. I think it's just David Bombal's like weird YouTube marketing type stuff. Overgrown Carrot said, whenever I get into a machine, I always try to write to IAS or XAMPP, and you will have the impersonate privilege. Interesting. So I just need to add that to my kind of mental checklist and my written checklist, because I do not check. I had no idea that by doing that, you can give yourself the impersonate privilege. He says, however, since Defender is running, only certain potato attacks will work. That's a good point. So will God Potato? Let's experiment this a little bit. Is God, not Dog Potato. This is what I used in the past. Don't know which one I need. Let's try this one. Dude, freaking, bruh. I'm a master hacker. I can tell if the file's safe. Okay, let's go to document. Let's go to parrot. Try hack me. Stealth. Save. Let's just see if we can upload this file. Net4. Let's, oh, don't want to do that. Let's go here. Terminal. Okay, let me just see if I can get it on here. It's there. So it allowed me to upload it. So if I do... There's God Potato, right? NT authority system. So God potato works as well. Oh, I need to catch up on the chat. Overgrown carrots killing it over here. Default God potato will get flagged. Bruh, I didn't get flagged, homie. The Flame said, but they won't always have the priv right. It's only because he's using scripted on PowerShell. Correct. You have to call it from the website, such as a PHP shell, and I thought you already had the privs. That is why my hint was EFS potato. Gotcha. Yeah, I always check who am I priv right away. Like, I remember that from when I was doing OffSec stuff. I'm never talking because I thought something, which means I've reached a high point. Dude, I'm such a noob. Like, here's the crazy thing, guys. I've only been in IT. What, did we just have a new year? It's 2024 now. Let's see. I started my first IT job. I think it was November of 2021 as an IT support specialist. Guys, I've only been in IT for like 2 or 3 years. So I somehow social engineered my way into a pen tester job. But yeah. Can we upload? Well, here I can just like, I could just do. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, maybe my weird way of doing this isn't going to work. See if I get the flag this way, then we'll get a shell. Yeah, there's the flag. I got you. There's the flag. Technically solved the machine. But let's see if we can work back and get oh frick. Don't expire. There, I solved it. Technically solved it, but let's see if we can work back and get a stable shell now with well, now we can just turn off Defender, I'd assume. But technically solved it. See what you guys are saying in chat. Oh, flag.txt and not root.txt. Gotcha, Clay. Oh, yeah, you could just make a new user as well. That'd be one way to do it. Since we have, you know, so that would be super easy. Right? This would just be like this. Plus user. And now I should just be able to like, I saw WinRM was open, I think. What? Why is it not in parrot by default? What? Well, RDP's open. I don't know, bruh. This should work. Oh. Oh, I need to add myself, though, to the group, y'all. Silly Tyler. Is that net local group administrator net? Net local group Tenebrae add or something like that? Net, okay, I was right. Net local group administrators add, okay. That's what I was thinking. Net local group administrators. There we go. Just need to throw myself in the right group. Yeah, Overgrown Carrot, I'm with you, dude. I always like to jump on Parrot to change it up, but I'm gonna be back to Kali as well. Just all these tools I take for granted. I always thought Parrot had more things installed, but I'm finding out maybe they do, but not the tools I actually use. But here we go. Just to demonstrate, now we have a full stable shell RDP as an admin. So, I mean, we have full access now to this machine. We could, just to prove it, we can open up command prompt as admin and get the flag this way too. And there's the flag again. So we got it. We pwned the machine in a few different ways. My favorite, though, my highlight, was my weird HTTP reading the files by setting a parameter and then appending that to my GET request. That was the highlight of this machine for me. Let's see, Overgrown Carrot said, I'm excited for the seasons to come on and Hack the Box. Should be fun working with you all. Yeah, if anyone hasn't joined the Hack Smarter team, I'll go ahead and share the link real quick. Let me log into Hack the Box and I'll share my screen with you guys. 1 second. All right, so what I did, we have open beta season 3, starts in 2 days. I created a Hack Smarter team, and I probably have some join requests. Let me just accept all these people. This is open to everyone, like regardless of your skill level. This person's killing it, dang. I don't care about the ranking or the prizes, just the fun and learning together. And so I'll be hanging out in the Work Smarter Discord a few nights a week and just working on the active machine, and share my screen, and we'll work through these together and see what we can do. So you can see we have quite a few team members now. I made a cool little like movie video, like a theatrical trailer for the next season of Hack the Box, but I think it will be a lot of fun. So that starts in 2 days, and we'll see how we do. But if you're not part of the WorkSmart Discord, come join it. As far as joining this team, gosh, there's a specific way to join. Let me get the link off Discord real quick. And I'll drop the link if anyone wants to join our team and you haven't already, before I sign off for the night. All right. There y'all go. But okay, thank you everyone for taking the time to hang out. I've been on for 2 hours and 12 minutes, so truly do appreciate all of you. I would ask you, if you don't mind, subscribe to my YouTube page. This is where I post all my content afterwards. I just dropped it over in Twitch. Let me see if anyone is hanging out with us on LinkedIn. But that's where all my content gets posted afterwards. And I also make shorter videos, but a lot of my stuff is streaming long, in-depth type things. But I have the Hack the Box video on there. I have a video about how I found 8 CVEs in 2 weeks on there and some cool stuff like that. I think I have almost 300 videos now on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, subscribe to me on YouTube. And then as far as my streaming schedule goes, I often stream multiple evenings a week, but my set schedule is now Wednesday nights from whenever I get my kids to bed until whenever I usually solve a machine. And tonight it was about 2 hours and 15 minutes. So that's my set schedule, but I'm also on at random times throughout the week, usually in the evenings after I get my kids to bed. So thank you everyone for hanging out. And I will stay around. If anyone has questions about career stuff, pen testing, I'll hang on and we can do mini Q&A stuff. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask them in the comments and I'll answer those before I sign off. Oreo Bite said, what's your tips on YouTube stuff? I've been starting to do that. So it would depend on which part. I think the biggest issue with YouTube is simply getting started. Getting started and probably imposter syndrome, because when I first started making YouTube videos, even now, I'll watch people like John Hammond and I'm like, frick, I'll never be at that level is what I tell myself. I mean, he has, professional cameras, professional video editors, an entire team behind him. Me, it's like, is me in my basement with my fake brick wall behind me, and I don't do very good at video editing. I'm my video editor. I make my thumbnails in PowerPoint because I don't know how to freaking use photo editing software very well. So very noobish, but I just when I started making YouTube, I wanted to break into pen testing. And so I thought, hey, if I just make videos of me solving machines and walking through my thought process, that might show a prospective employer that, hey, I don't have the experience other people might have. I don't have all the certs other people might have, but I can at least show you I can learn and stumble my way through different machines and learn this way. And I think it worked. I started making videos when I started in IT. IT support level 1. My goal was to become a pen tester. I became a pen tester a year ago and just recently got promoted again. So I was an associate pen tester, and then about a month ago, I got promoted to career pen tester. The next step is a senior pen tester, which is crazy to me. So after just less than 1 year of pen testing, I got promoted. And so that was encouraging to me, showing that, yes, I'm a noob, but apparently my employer sees some value in what I do. So that's part of it, is don't compare yourself. Get out of it what you want to get out of it. Don't focus on subscriber count, video count, all those kinds of things. Just focus on learning yourself and be genuine. Hopefully other people will see the genuineness come out of you and they'll want to be part of your community. Some people go overboard. I don't want to call out anyone on YouTube, but I think some creators, or they call themselves influencers, whatever, go overboard on the very marketing videos. Like, hey, if you watch this video, you'll make 6 figures in the next 3 months if you follow my path on breaking into cybersecurity. I would just caution, don't be one of those people. Be genuine. Don't sell people a freaking pipe dream about cyber, and do you. Kind of cheesy, but do you. And finally, the last piece of advice I would say is the only way to get better at making videos is to make videos. Talking to a camera is a lot more difficult than it looks, at least when you live stream. So when I'm streaming like a machine I did tonight, I am live streaming the machine. I'm trying to troubleshoot. I'm trying to think through what I'm doing while trying to read the chat on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitch, trying to interact with the audience, trying to be engaging in some way. And then I'm also the one producing the video, keeping my eye over on the audio levels, making sure video and everything's good. So there's a lot of things going on at once. And I've slowly gotten better at that, but it really is overwhelming. The only way you get better at that is you just have to jump in and do it and create content all the time, live stream all the time. If you do it very sporadically, it's easy to get out of that. But if you do it regularly, then you kind of get into that groove and you get used to all the different things going on at once. All right. Reckless Gizmo said, not a career question, but any time frame for the Hack the Box season meetings. So it starts on January 6th, right? So that's what, in 2 days? Starts on January 6th. Honestly, I don't have any timeline right now. But guys, I don't have a life. So most nights I'll be on Discord in the hacking voice channel. And when I am, I'll post it in the announcement saying, hey, I'm working on the latest Seasons machine. Come join me. Generally speaking, I'll be on probably most nights of the week, starting around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's when I have my kids in bed. The exception will be Wednesday because, of course, I'll be live streaming, and maybe some other days I'll live stream as well. But I would say, probably Saturday, not sure about Sunday, but Monday, Tuesday, you'll be able to catch me in Discord those evenings, and we'll do things. We'll hack stuff, hack the planet. Overgrown Carrot said it can crash like mine did yesterday. I know you understand that one. Yeah, dude, that's the downside of live streaming. Every once in a while you have weird issues. Like, I've had my stream crash a few times. Things just bug out, and it's outside of your control. You just have to learn to roll with the punches. Chuck over on YouTube said, do you think knowing foreign languages would help in the cybersecurity career? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think knowing other languages helps more than just cybersecurity, any type of career things. The more people you can communicate with, the better it's going to be for your career. Unfortunately, I only know one language, English. Well, I barely know like Python and PowerShell, obviously. I speak English. I know a little bit of French, a little bit of Spanish. I actually know a little bit of Greek. Like, for those of you who know me, I spent 10 years in pastoral ministry, have a master's in divinity, and spent 3 years at graduate school studying Greek and Hebrew and things like that. So I know a little bit about that, but not the type that anyone would speak. I know a little bit of what's called Koine Greek, which is considered a dead language. So I can't talk to people in it. But no, being fluent in other languages helps in life in general, but in cybersecurity, I think it's huge. As we see our field become much more global in scale, being fluent in multiple languages is huge. All right. Hopefully I'm not missing anyone. Let me refresh LinkedIn. Make sure I'm not missing anything there. All right, y'all. Well, I think we're going to call it a night. 2 hours and 20 minutes of straight hacking later. Thank you again, everyone, for taking the time to hang out with me, for learning with me, for watching me make silly mistakes, for laughing together, crying together, wanting to throw my keyboard together. It has been good. It has been fun. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.